Hello friends, colleagues, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. There is a delay, so you will be able to hear me in approximately 10 seconds, and I will wait for your answers. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Ken. Okay, so I believe we can begin in this case. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Alexander. I'm Stripo support manager. I would like to say a couple of words about our company. Our company registered in the USA, but the our team located in Ukraine. We have ambition to create best email builder in the world, and we always open to different suggestions. So if you have any proposals, please write to us. We will try to consider them, and we will try to implement them in our future releases. About today's webinar. Today we will try to create an invitation email. As an example, we will use this template. This template has been created by our designers, and today we will try just to recreate the same design via Stripo tools, and maybe we will add a bit custom design because I believe it will necessary. So let's create a new email. I will use just empty template because we will create a template from scratch. Before we begin create the email, I would like to say that you can write to us in the chat on this YouTube channel. If any questions will appear in the process of the webinar, we will try to answer them. Today, the member of our team, Anastasia, will help me and will be answering your questions. And if it will necessary, I will also answer them once in a while. Okay, so let's move on. So right now we have just an empty stripe. To recreate the top design, I propose to create a new stripe with just one structure with two containers in it, and put it above the first one this way, so we can move different elements of our email this way. To check different preferences and styles of the template, I will use developer tools. To get there, you should press F12 button at your keyboard and click by this element code inspector. So let's take a look. We have 12 pixels font size for the header, and we can use the appearance menu to recreate the same settings. So let's use it and add the text size. And also, I believe, as we have just this text, we can add the corresponding color for the text. Color this way. Now we can try to add our text. I'm going to just copy paste this text in the corresponding blocks, and this one as well. I believe I should align this text by right, and we should set the stripe as a header. And what about color for the link? We can change it this way. Okay, and we should set transparent or gray background for the stripe to have the same design. So let's check paddings. We have 10 pixels from all sides, and we can use our preferences to recreate the same paddings. Now we have another stripe, I believe, also with just one structure with 2 containers. So we can add it this way, and we should put here an image and here menu block. To get the link to the image, I'm going to just use this one and put it here. Since this image has already been uploaded to our editor, I'm going to leave it just as an external link this way. And we should designate the names for the elements of this menu: classes, workshops, block. So let's do it. Workshops. And block. What about color? I believe we should use just a black one. Okay, what about other preferences? We have white background for stripe here and here. Let's check other preferences like paddings: 25 pixels from the top and 20 from other sides. So we can add them this way. Okay, let's take a look on the size of the image. 88 pixels. We can set it here, and we should add 20 pixels paddings from the top for this menu block this way. What else we should align this image to the right, and I think we should move our elements this way, and in this case I think to recreate the same design we should use custom width for this block. So actually we have very similar design, but if we would like to create the same design, we should use the same parameter in the code. So let's try to do it this way, approximately. Okay, let's take a look at our border for the stripe. As you can see, light gray color at the top and from the bottom for the stripe. So we can also use this element out of the code of this template and just add it to our code. Give me a second, please. I will add it. And I got a message that there is an unanswered question in the chat. Okay, I added a border, but I believe I added it in incorrect. Yes, of course I should add it to the stack. Okay, I will try to answer the question and we will continue. Roxanne Kruger, I love Stripo and their support team is amazing. I don't really understand this webinar though. Is Alex just copying a template to show us how to do it? Yes, thank you, Roxanne, for your kind words. Yes, you're right. I'm just copying this template just to show you how you can create such a design via our built-in tools, and in some cases via using custom design. So this webinar about using our built-in tools. I hope I answered your question. Let's move on and let's try to create the same border. Table. So we have a stripe here with border, and I should recreate it. To do so, I need to add the corresponding preferences, and I'm trying to do it, but because of something it doesn't work. Let me check if we can add this border via our built-in tools. I believe we can't. Top and bottom and this color. Oh, okay, it's very light color. Let me check if we have other color in the preferences, because I think it's more darker than we should use. Okay. What about if we add 5 pixels here, and if we try to create it here? Okay, it doesn't work. Table. Yes, we have. I believe it should work. But because of something, maybe some styles overlapping, we have the color here. Is the color correct? Let's try to use another one. Okay, I propose to continue and back to this border in the future, because to save your time and to not spend it a lot on the just recreation of this element. Okay, let me check if we have unanswered questions. Kunal Highlands, please demonstrate how to add text and button on image. Text and button and image. Okay, I will do it. So we can use a few options for it. For example, we can try to use a background image, for example, for structure. So let's take any image like this one. we can add a text and button here. For example, a text. Let's increase it a bit to make it visible. And to add a button, we can drag and drop it also this way. To stretch up the structure, we can use spacer block, set it as a dynamic and stretch it as we would like to do. And this way we can put different elements over the background image. Also, we can try to use as a banner block, and in a case if our so let me remove this container and background. So now we have just the banner block. In a case if our button will just an image, we can use this switcher here to add a new image over the background one, and to add a text we can use this option and put text over the image this way. After we will shift the focus of our mouse to other element, our editor will create design, will create a screenshot from this design and put it instead of the banner block. I hope I answered your question. So let's move on. Now we should recreate the same image, and I'm going to just add it as an external link. Recreate this element, just copy paste it. I believe that he has been used H1 heading, so we can configure preferences of headings in our appearance menu here, but as you can see the headings already have the necessary preferences, so we can just set it as a heading 1 and we will have the same font size. Now we may just align it by center, reduce the size of this image 30 pixels. What about this text? This is just a text, 80 pixels Lato, another font. So let's add a text block. And I'm going to, of course, add the corresponding preferences, change the color of the text. We can do it via this drop-down list of colors, and we can set here on color. Okay, I believe that we recreated the same design, except the font type. Okay, what about paddings? So we have 20 pixels from the top and from the sides. We actually have the same preferences. What about 5 pixels between these elements? 5 and 5, okay, let's add them. From the bottom. Okay, I believe we should put this block here and remove the structure. Now we have 5 pixels for this block, and we should add 5 pixels for this block as well. What about this text element? We should add 10 pixels. So I will do it this way. I will add a text and we'll add 10 pixels from the top. Okay, now we have to create another structure. We have one, and I think we should use 3 containers for it. Equalize them. Now we can create the bullet list this way via this menu, one by one, adding one by one different elements, but I'm going to just copy and paste all this part to save time and use the code editor to add it this way instead of the text tag. Here we should add empty text blocks. For it, I am just adding this block and remove the content of it. And what about size? 93, sorry. So we can stretch up our containers this way. Something like this. Okay, what about we have Arial and 40 pixels? Yes, we have the same preferences, and we can move to another element. What about paddings for the structure? 20 from all sides, but we have just 10 and 20 pixels from top and 0 from the bottom. Let's create a new structure, but also we can add 20 pixels from the bottom, why not? Or we can use the spacer block and add this 20 pixels as well. Okay, for this structure we have 20 pixels from all sides except the top. I got a message that we have an unanswered question. How to adjust the same logo in the mobile version? Okay, as far as I can see, Anastasia already answered this question. So please let us know if you have any other questions. Okay, let's move on, and I'm going to add this image. To recreate this design, we should use the carousel block, so let's add it. Please note that not all possible email clients support all AMP blocks, so some of them, let me show you. Don't support AMP emails. So here is a list of email services and email clients that support or partially support AMP emails. In other services, you won't see AMP elements, and this is why today we are going to recreate the design of this email, and this email contains two versions, two designs for AMP email services and for email services just with classic HTML. So let me show you. We should add 3 images to this block. So let's copy and paste these images this way and add a couple of more slides. Okay, and let's add a button. From the button we have 20 pixels, and should we use, yes, we should use another stripe. So I will add it this way, and I will add a few more structures. So we have a button with 10 pixels paddings from all sides, and we have paddings for a structure as well. So let's add a button. In this email we can see just one button, but in the case if we have a lot of different buttons, we can use the preferences of our appearance menu to create just basic button, and all newly created buttons will be added to an email in accordance with these preferences. So let's take a look. We have this color for the button. We haven't border for it. We have Helvetica 16 pixels. We can set it here. And what about other preferences? And we have border radius 20 pixels. So let's change them here. And I believe that we have a bit smaller paddings from top and bottom, like 7. Okay, now we can just change the name of the button, register now. And we will have the same button. What about the designs that I said that will help us to show an image for email services that don't support AMP elements? We can use other blocks without this character here. I'm going to use just an image block, and I will add an image here. And people who will use email services that don't support AMP elements will see just this image. We will see it at the end of this webinar when we move to the preview mode and when we will adjust our email for mobile and desktop version. Okay, so let's move on. We have 10 pixels, 20 pixels from the bottom. No, 10 and 20, sorry. This way. And for the button we have, I believe, yes, 10 pixels from all sides. Now we have just one structure with a few text blocks and pin background for the container. So let's add them one by one. Useful information, this one, another text block, and this one. Now what about paddings? We have 10, 20, 20 for the structure. And we have 15, 15, zero for this block. From the left and from the right. The same paddings we have from the left and from the right for other blocks. And we also have 10, 5 for the second one. And I believe this is it. Except maybe the last one. 15 from the bottom. Now we can just try to set pin background for this container. So let's find it in the code. I believe we should use this one. And I hope we have the same design. Yes, except the color, the background color for the stripe. Okay, and now we should recreate just the last stripe with a couple of text blocks and social media blocks. Okay, so let me recreate. I will add just a few structures to up my screen a bit. Social media and text blocks. Let's copy paste this text. And this one. Now we should align this text by center via this top settings panel. The same we should do with this and this block. And let's take a look on the preferences for this element. So we have black color, H3. So we can set this element just like a heading 3, and for heading 3 we already have 20 pixels, and we can change it here if it's necessary, but in our case it's what we should have, 14 pixels here. Uh, 20 pixels for the structure for all sides. 5 pixels for this block from the bottom. 10 for this one. 10 for this one and 10 for this one. Okay. This way, and for the last one I added the corresponding preferences. Now we can set background color of content for this stripe as a transparent, because we already have a gray background for the whole email that you can change here in the appearance menu, for example this way. And to undo our changes, we can use undo, redo buttons here. What about styles and social medias? So we have 5 social medias: Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. So let's add them. I'm going to remove the extra ones, and I'm going to add Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. And we should use another design, this one, and increase indent between these social media icons. Okay, I believe that we recreated the design of this email, and let's take a look on our preview mode how it will look. So as you can see, it looks not so well, but I hope we will be able to align it. So I'm going to turn off responsiveness for these images. I'm going to turn off responsiveness for the structure to have the same design for mobile as for the desktop. Or in a case, if you would like to have another design, you can use another options. For the header, as you can see, there is very big font size for the text for the header, and we can change it in the appearance mobile formatting menu if we reduce these preferences for the header. Let's take a look. Yes, we reduce it font size, and we should turn off responsiveness for this structure, and maybe increase a bit font size for the text. Okay, it looks better. What about menu? So we use a menu block here, and we can also adjust it for mobile version via these preferences. Let's take a look. Okay, we adjusted our email more or less, but as you can see, we can see image in both HTML and AMP HTML versions. So we have to set this element as a classic HTML here in the preferences of it, and in this case we will have a different design from AMP HTML version of an email and for just a common version of HTML. Also, I think we can reduce the size of a button if we turn off this switcher in the mobile formatting preferences. Let's take a look what we get. Yes, we have maybe a bit more. Okay, this way. And in this email we haven't bottom menu for the carousel block. We can turn it off in the preferences here, a display preview switcher. Okay, we haven't it now. So also we can change different sizes for other elements the same way as we did for these ones. What about errors? So please be advised that we have built-in AMP HTML validator, and via it you can see if you have errors in the code of your email and to correct them. So let's try to move them. So right now we have I believe a few links, but without real links, and we can try to correct them if this means errors if we just add any link to these links. So for example, we have here, we haven't links here, so let's add these links. Let's take a look. Yes, we have less errors. CSS syntax error in tag TD, so I believe it related to the custom designs that I tried to recreate. Let's try to check it out if we can. Yes, we pass it built-in validator, and I believe that we created design that we would like to have. We have two versions of an email for recipients that will use email services that support and don't support AMP versions. And I believe we also maybe have to recreate this design that by some reason, because of something, doesn't work from the beginning of our webinar. So let's take a look again. So we have the tag with a border. Let's try to remove it. Yes, so we should just create the same style here and it should work, but because of something okay, I duplicated style attribute. Let's remove. Okay, I see. I created this design for the structure. Let's try to create it for the stripe. Yes, now we successfully recreated this design, and I should just remove the styles out of here, and let's take a look. So we have the same, I believe, stripe that we have in our example. So this is it. Please let me know if you have any questions about our today webinar, or maybe any other questions. I will try to answer them. I see at least one unanswered question from Kunal Highlands. Do we have to take care about Apple's Retina display for better image rendering? So it depends on images that you will use. So if you would like to get images with high resolution, please try to upload images to our editor with better resolution. For example, we are using today images with quite low resolution, but you can increase this resolution in any image editor and add after that images to our editor with better resolution, like 300 and 150 pixels, and it will help you to improve displaying of images in Retina displays, I believe. as I know that most of the images showing the 1 pixel solid border. I'm not sure what you mean, so I haven't faced such a situation. Please, if you have an example of an email in our editor, please write to us to the chat here or by email, support@Stripo email. We will take a look on this email or template and we'll try to help you. Maybe we will be able to propose a solution or workaround. So I hope it was useful. Please let us know if you have any other questions. Okay, thank you, Kunal. Please write to us and we will try to answer. Also, I would like to say maybe a couple of words about external services that you can use. So typically, invitation emails use for different events, and you can send your recipients link to this event. For that, you can use different services like this one to create an event, set different preferences when it will begin, time, date, etc. Add here location, description. This service will generate a link that you will be able to add. So I will add this link and maybe the link to this service if somebody interested in it to the chat. Please take a look, and you can add this link just to a button or create text link or to image, and your recipients will be able to move by this link and add your event to own calendar. So it's actually maybe a bit off top. It's not about our editor, but I hope this information will be useful for someone. Okay, I see one more question. In Outlook 365 button not rendering properly. Can you explain why? Yes, I think I can. So please be advised that Outlook service has a lot of particularities for different elements, but I hope we have built-in features that can help you in this case. Please try to use this switcher in the button menu section. This feature will add to the code of an email conditional comments for Microsoft Outlook, and it will improve the layout of buttons in this service. Also, be sure that you added any link to the button, because sometimes if you forgot to add a link to buttons, Outlook may display buttons very bad. I hope I answered your question. I will wait a few minutes more, and if we haven't more questions, I think we will wrap up our today's webinar. Mm, Analog pin. I want to ask you why you use 3 blocks for the same every paragraph of text. Can that be made in 1 block? Yes, you can use just one text block, but I use different blocks for using our paddings to simplify this process, because of course you can use just enter to move to the next row, but in some email services you will get better layout if you will use paddings, especially if you're going to use a big distance, if you're going to increase the distance between these elements. I think it will better to use these paddings. Six format. Hey dude, when Stripo app. As far as I know, we are not going to release Stripo app soon, so we are considering such a possibility in the future, but it's not going to happen soon. So thank you for the suggestion, and I hope in the future we will release such the application. What kind of image format should we use for better rendering? So for better rendering, actually when you upload an image to our editor, you can note that we have such the notification that our editor supports only PNG, JPEG and GIF formats files, because some other like web images and other types of images won't work properly in different email services, so we support just these 3 format images. And these images should be displayed properly in email services, except maybe the GIF. I mean, in sense that GIF won't work in all outlooks as it will work in other services. In some outlooks you will see just a static image instead of dynamic image, as it typically works with GIF images. Can we fix the customize the banner width without adding content in it? Can we fix the customize? Sorry, Kunal, I'm not sure what you mean. So if you have an example, please also write to us by email or in the chat. So maybe you have a screenshot of desired design, or maybe you have an example. Please share it with us and we will try to answer you, but not in the frame of this webinar, because I can't answer you right at the moment. No problem. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes more, and if we haven't other questions, yes, please write to us. We will answer you as soon as we can. Okay, I believe this is it. Thank you everyone that visited us today. You can find the record of this webinar at our YouTube channel. Please let us know if any other questions will appear. And have a good day, evening, morning. Okay, I see one more question from Kunal. Can we customize template body with? So I will answer this last question. Yes, you can use the appearance menu to set total width of an email. So you can increase it up to 900 pixels, or you can reduce it, I believe, down to 320 pixels this way. And also you can try to use the code editor and change the width of an email yourself manually. But please be advised that if you're going to use custom design, we can guarantee that an email will look properly in different email services. So I hope it was useful. Thank you very much for your question, for your time. Bye. See you at our next webinar.